What's going on, YouTube? Doom49 here, bringing you a little update. Now, I did join this game a little late, so we did get the first MCOM, and we're down to the next MCOM to take it over. And my team is pretty dominant here, so this is a pretty fast game. I'm not using this commentary, not using this gameplay to do a commentary about the gameplay, but I'm actually going to be talking about some things that are happening around me. And the first thing I want to talk to you guys about is school. And I'm going back to school, so it's been pretty busy for me to get a commentary out to you guys. And there's a saying, I can do quantity or I can do quality, and I'm all about the quality videos. So I want to make sure you guys get the good videos, and that's what I'm going to be doing. That's why it's taking me a while to get some of these videos out. Now, speaking about school, a lot of you guys wanted to know how I did on my MCAT exam and the scores that I got and how it's going with that. I actually got my scores back, and I did pretty freaking well, and I'm going to be applying with that, so hopefully I get in with that. Now, speaking about the videos, there's actually something I wanted to talk to you guys about, and really, it's kind of like promoting it right now. There's this montage, and it's my first montage coming out this weekend. It's going to be on my channel. I want you guys to all check that out. It's going to be pretty epic. At least in my books, it's going to be epic because I've been seeing the guy who's editing it for me. He's been showing me some of the clips of it. It's looking pretty awesome, and it has frags, like frags that you guys haven't seen in my commentaries, and it does have like about one or two maybe frags that you've seen in my commentaries, but it's pretty epic, and it looks really well. It's well edited, so it's going to be out this weekend, and be ready for that, guys. It's going to be pretty nice. Now, getting into the commentary, and I know a lot of you guys are probably going, yo, dude, what the heck you talking about, hey, you bad boy? And the reason I'm going about that is because I'm kind of going for that impression like Russell Peters, like, hey, you bad boy, you know what I mean? And so anyway, like, don't do that. But anyway, there's this store next to where I live, and it's like a Walmart but smaller. I don't know if you guys know what a Walmart is, but it's like Walmart's like a supermarket, and it has everything you ever need. But this store is like the smaller version of it, with like only the things you need, kind of like a guy's store. You know, whenever you need something, you just go and get it. Like us guys, I mean, come on, be honest with yourself. Us guys, when we want something, we just go and get it. It's not like going to the store and look around for hours just to get something. I mean, that's like a woman's job, am I right? Like a woman, by the way, do you see that guy do that flip? But anyway, like a woman would spend an hour, I don't know if you guys have ever gone shopping with your girl or whatnot, but she will take 5 hours checking out every single piece of clothes in the store before she finally decides she doesn't want anything, and you just wasted like an hour in that store. But anyway, getting into this, so there's the store, and like I said, I always go, like when I want something, I go, I get it, I get out, and there's a store, so of course it's right next to me, so I'm obviously going to be shopping at it a lot, so I get to know the managers there, and I get to talk to them and whatnot. And there's a day that I'm actually shopping there, and it's pretty late at night, and I'm shopping there, and there's this guy, his name's Fernando, he's the front store manager, and I see Fernando, and he's got these Hawkeyes going on. I'm like, hey Fernando, what's going on? And he's got these Hawkeyes going on. Now, these Hawkeyes is, you know what I mean, like when it's ready to eat its prey, it's looking at this guy, and it's like it knows what it wants to do, but he's not looking at me like that. And don't get me wrong, you don't get any impressions, but see, Fernando, he's watching this guy, and this guy was tall, he was skinny, and he wasn't around from where we live, but you know what, it wasn't because of that, but Fernando was watching him because this man was walking around scared, you know, like that look where you know he's gonna steal something. That's why the impression, hey, you bad boy. But anyway, so he looks like he's gonna steal. He's walking around, he's got this look on him, and he's got these Pringles in his hand, and these Pringles weren't even like the large size Pringles, like they were the small size that your mom packs you for lunch when you're going to school in elementary school, like, you know, the little size. But anyway, he grabs 2 of these, and he starts walking around, you know, looking like around, and Fernando's still got these Hawkeyes watching him, you know, he's doing it stealthy, you know, he's got the ninja mode on, and he's going around looking at him, and I'm like, you know what, I gotta keep on this, I wanna see how this rolls out, you know, because Fernando, he really doesn't like people who steal. So he's watching him, and then next thing you know, this guy pockets it, and Fernando, he caught that. He caught him pocketing the little Pringles that are worth like $2 each, maybe at most. So anyway, this guy starts walking for the door, and Fernando gets to the front, and he grabs this guy, and he's skinny and tall, by the way, so Fernando's like about a foot or so smaller than this guy, but Fernando grabs this guy and just pins him up against the store window, and this guy was floating by his feet, like he had, I swear to God, he had like 3 inches under his feet flying in the air because of how hard Fernando pinned him to this glass. And this man, he turned so pale, I swear to God, like this snow right here, it wasn't even as pale as this man went. He was so scared. He was like, I'm sorry, sir, please, sir, let me go, please, and whatever. And Fernando's like, you're gonna pay for that. You're gonna pay for everything you just try to take, and I never want to see you in the store. He's like, but sir, I don't have any money. And when he goes to reach for his pocket, he tries to go for a run because, you know, the flight or fight response. This guy tries to run again, and at this time, I'm thinking, damn, I gotta pull out my phone, something to record this. But obviously, at this time, this amazing time, I don't have my phone to record this. But anyway, I'm thinking I gotta pull it out to record this. And next thing you know, this guy's running for the door, and Fernando grabs this guy again and pins him up again harder. And he's like, you better stop trying to do that. You're getting me nervous. He's like, I'm gonna call the cops now. And he's like, no, sir, please don't do that. My friend's outside. Just ask him for money, right? So Fernando tells one of the employees to go outside and to ask one of the guys. And this guy is, I swear to God, he's a douchebag. He's just sitting out there watching his friend get pinned up. He's about to go to jail or something, but not really for $2. You know, you don't go to jail for that. But anyway, he's looking at him getting his shit taken out, and then the guy, you know what he does? He tells the employee, he's like, I don't get any money. When the employee tells him, you gotta pay for this, you gotta go inside and pay for this, and the guy tells the employee, I don't got any money. So the employee goes back in, and he's like, he tells Fernando, the guy says he doesn't have any money, and Fernando tells his friend, the skinny tall guy, Fernando tells the skinny tall guy, he's like, that's some friend you got, he's leaving you out to dry. And the guy's like, yo man, he's lying, I swear. He started freaking out, and I'm laughing like crazy. And then the only thing this guy could think about is his only option is to keep apologizing and say, I'm sorry sir, please, I'm sorry. So Fernando's like, alright, I feel bad for this guy, he's gonna cry or something. And that's my alarm going off telling me it's getting pretty late. But anyway, getting on to this, this guy is crying. Fernando's like, you know what? I better let this guy go before he starts crying on me. And he's like, I never want to see you back in the store. And I swear to God, the guy was so ashamed when he walked out. And I'm like, I never want to have friends like that, no matter what. So anyway, that sums it up on this story. But another story I want to tell you guys about, I'm going to try to say it quick, is one of my friends, he's Korean, and his aunt came from Korea, and she's running this like 7-Eleven Korean store, you know. I'm sure a lot of you guys have seen this, kind of like a Max. But anyway, she's running the store, and this guy comes into the store. He's acting like he's all tough. He's got like baggy clothes and whatnot, you know. And it's when people go to steal, they always have the baggy clothes because they can hide stuff under the clothes. So she's eyeing this guy out, and I heard the story all from one of my friends, the buddy of mine who told me this. And he's like, this guy stole some stuff, puts it in his pocket, and he started running out of the store. And you know what the aunt did? This Korean aunt, who didn't really know English that well, she grabs her broom and she chases after this guy. She goes around the street corner on this guy, and the first thing she does is she realizes he's running too fast for her to catch up. So she stops and she points at him and she says, "Hey, you, shut up!" It's like, what the heck? You couldn't learn any better swear words than that. But anyway, guys, that sums it up here. That's the score right there. I'm sure you guys enjoyed that little story. Be ready for my montage to come out this weekend. I hope you guys like that. I see you guys around.